comedian of the evening. His name is Tommy!
Yeah!
Oh! Thank you! Der perfekten Schweine! Oh, I'm sorry, it's English. Friends and lovers. So, Hitler. That's enough of that joke. The Jews. Oh, the poor Jews. We should have given them a piece of Texas. Where? Israel. They would have been happy. Maybe. I don't know. I just want to help, you know, the world problems. So do you all masturbate? Everybody masturbates. Well, not everybody, but you. Are you a Nazi? Are you a Nazi? How many Nazis do we have in the room? Now, as you all know, the human body, the average human, is made up of from between 70 to 100 trillion cells. Trillion, one. It's exhausting. And while we speak, millions of cells are dying in your bodies, in our bodies. We are dying as we speak. You know, I'm not talking about the big death, you know, the one that everybody's looking forward to. But with a smile. But the little death, you know, we're dying all the time. But which cells die off? Well, the neo-Nazis. More brain cells die off from the neo-Nazis. And when they go to the bathroom, and I don't know if you've noticed, but the toilets are different! Have you noticed, kids? There's a shelf. There's a shelf. And the poo sits there going, hello! 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 And it sits there on the plate so that you can eat it. That's why it's there. With a knife and fork. So, and or admirers and go, look at that, oh, wonderful. Yes, I feel wonderful myself. Well, the neo-Nazi, he poos out more brain cells. And this is why the 10 Commandments are too many for him, you know. He needs 20 or 30 commandments, but he can only take one. You know. Now, the leftists, you know, the social people, they lose more lung cells, you know, because they're sitting around at the breakfast table going, hey, I'm social. I'm more social than you. Oh, I'm so social. And I smoke, too. They have more brain cells, but, yes. Now, this religious thing, you know, this has just got to be told. I am so into this, people. I am on this thing. I am a student. I am a disciple. I am an apostle. Remember Judas. Now, Jesus loved Judas. This is true. He was not angry at Judas. Just the opposite. He was happy with Judas. Judas, thank you! Thank you, Judas. Thank you for everything you've done. I'm very pleased with you. What? You're ashamed of yourself. You feel guilty. No, you're not to blame. America is to blame. America is to blame for everything, as you know. And what? Religion is also to blame. No. I'm Jesus. Don't get smart-ass with me. But as we know, America is to blame for all the wars. All the wars. So, America's got to go. What? Aren't you American yourself? No, actually America doesn't even exist yet, but I don't know if anybody's caught on to that yet. But I know it's going to exist, and they're responsible for all the wars, which we are, you know. We love war. The war with the Germans was the one we loved the most. We want to get back to that, just that good war, We've been trying to repeat it, and we haven't been able to do it, It was never as much fun as with you. So, I love the Germans. I am German. I just speak very funny. So we get rid of America, and then we will finally have peace on Earth forever? No, we'll have overpopulation. So North Korea is also got to go. They're a big problem. My father made a mistake. Yes, he did. North Korea, why don't you just admit North Korea is a big mistake? And God's up there going, yeah, you're right. Sorry. North Korea, I really screwed up. Try atom bombs. And why China? What do we need them for? So, now, if we were, am I allowed to think out loud? If we were to have a few billion people less on the earth, that would be more for us, wouldn't it? More iPods, more telephones, more diddly-dops, goobly-goos, altos, You could go over and take a house, It would be very heavy, though. It would be very difficult. So I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not talking about horrible things here. I'm talking about the truth. You've all thought about this. Less people, more stuff for me. Who hasn't heard this before? There are too many people on the earth. We're overpopulated. Good that there's war. We have a few people left, So, I didn't make any of this stuff up. You've all heard it before. Yes, how do I want to close this thing? Bird. The bird? Well, we did talk about the bird. We did talk about, masturbation. And I am something of an expert on etology. Bird call. And so, to close this up for my bit, I would like to do some bird call for you, something cultural. Now, this bird, you might know what it is, but don't interrupt. At the end, you can say what bird you think it is. Okay, so this is very serious. That was the flamingo, of course. So here we go, bird call. That was a farting bird. Thank you very much.